Hey there, boys and girls. This is the copying device which I've been using to try and copy some tap files to a cassette tape. I only have one cassette tape, would you believe? Well, one cassette tape at hand anyway. I'll probably have a bag full somewhere. But I could do with finding some blank tapes for the sheer novelty of having blank cassette tapes. But this is the backup device. It says, I'm sure you can read it better than I, Super Breaker backup board for the Commodore 128, 64 and VIC-20 from Clark Kent Software, 26 North Cape Walk, Corby, Northants, which is actually just up the road from me. So I wonder if Mr. Clark Kent is actually in. The oh, it's the same thing. Okay. I bought this recently, and all it is, this is the Frankenstein 64 it's sat on now, which is actually playing Spy Hunter. What it is, I don't want to damage it. It says I listen off with one hand, but it's a little breakout board from the cassette jack, which goes to a resistor and a, what's that? A 74 SL008, and that's it. That is it. So effectively it's just copying the data from the input to the output via a resistor and that little chip. Is that a flip-flop or a buffer? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Not that it matters. But that's it from Mr. Clark Kent. So if you're wondering what Superman was up to these days, what he's doing actually is he's making Commodore 64 peripherals in Northamptonshire. So you know where he is now. Okay, thank you very much. Well, hello again, fact fans. So we have a continuation of the video that I did last night, where I tried to get my copying software to copy my tap file of Spy Hunter. Well, I've changed the 64 for another 64. I have many in stock. And this is my my Frankenstein 64, which I shall do a video of at a later date. It does need a little bit of cleaning up. But anyway, we're just about ready to hit shift run stop, which is play and record. So I can press play and record on the C2N, the Commodore cassette deck, and I'll hit select on the tap player, and we are loading Spy Hunter, and I hope it is dividing the signal directly into the C2N. We have the added benefit, or we have the added benefit of sound on this particular 64, as I've connected ooh. Magnificent, I'm sure you will agree. Let's turn that down a bit. That's better. That was loud on so many levels. So those of you with good memories will remember the US Gold software, all American software. This was a loader that was used on many games back in the day. In this particular case, we have Spy Hunter here that's loading, which was a pretty big game. I could look it up and tell you all about it, but can't really be bothered. No, that's terrible. Don't be so lazy. Can't even spell. Yeah, the post has been this morning while I've been at work and left me some interesting new things to play with. I have a new RAM expansion for the Amiga 600, which I'll be doing a video of very shortly, and you can have a little look at that in detail. I also have a new CPU for my laptop. What else do I have? I have a new cartridge for the dataset player thing, whatever the hell it's called. quick data thing, so that needs further attention. Ooh, 99% Spy Hunter. There we go. We have success. So this is loading through the tap player. So this is an exact. I'll press stop on the C2N and rewind it. So that was loading from the tap player, which shouldn't be a problem anyway. We have the lovely Peter Gunn music. Yeah. Or a crash. But what I'm going to do is turn off the C64 so the screen will go blank for a second, and we'll see if the C2N cassette has actually copied the tap file. Fingers crossed. Okay, so the 64 has burst back into life, which is always a good sign. Shift, run, stop, and play. So I'm afraid you're going to be press play on tape. I have pressed. Oh, hang on. I haven't swapped the leads over. El stupido. And now we're back. No, we're not. I'm telling you lies. Should be back. Okay. C2N has burst into life. So this should, to all intents and purposes, load exactly the same as the, there you go, Spy Hunter. So it's obviously recorded Spy Hunter, which is a good sign. So let's see what it does. Beautiful dulcet tones of US gold. Yeah, my Frankenstein 64 is a black painted C64, the original bread bin. It was a very battered case, still is a very battered case. But I've mounted an LCD onto the back of it and put RCA jack plugs on the back so I can have a fully self-contained C64. It did have on it an SD to IEC built in with a slot, so I didn't have any other wires other than the power lead, and I could, or a joystick. But it was mainly used for messing about. I've only just noticed the reset button on the side. I was thinking for a moment, why not put a reset on this thing? Yeah, there is one. Yeah, it was mainly used for testing different kernels. For all the RAM chips are socketed. Well, all the chips are socketed. Purely so I can troubleshoot broken machines. That's what this machine is for, the Frankenstein. And it's always been a little bit flaky. It doesn't like turning on sometimes. But usually once it's turned on once, it sort of remembers what it's supposed to do and away it goes. So it is a reasonably reliable machine. This is one of the fastest C64 loaders I've ever seen. Blocks to load none. Not bad for a 1 MHz machine. There we go, Spy Hunter. So it has successfully duplicated a tap file and converted it to the humble cassette tape, which is pretty damn impressive. I like that. I do like that. That is awesome. I think, therefore I am. I think you could drive this by, where's the joystick? Oh, I can't play this, we've played for hours. No, I don't want to find the joystick. Stay out of the way, joystick. But that's it. That is the cassette copying little device I have. I'll take some photos of it and perhaps do a little video of it so you can see it in person. So that'll do for this video. It was just an update to the one I did last night. So it wasn't the device that was at fault, it was my C64 all the time, which is okay. I don't mind that. This is all old hardware. I don't edit very often. Sometimes I do if it goes on a ridiculous amount of time, but I don't edit my videos very often. If something doesn't work, I will video it not working. I must admit I do try to do things before I video them, unless I know it, you know, off by heart. Because I'm old and stupid and I forget the simplest tasks. And just doing the simplest thing can take me all evening, when it should take me half an hour. So in those instances I will do a dry run first, and then come back to it the next evening and record it. But I will record it live, so if I make a balls up, you see me make a balls up. And that's what the video was last night. Things don't always go to plan, machines don't always work, cassette tapes fail, disk drives fail, C64s do get problems. And it's the same with Spectrums, Amigas, BBCs, Ataris, and anything else you care to mention. There's always that elusive RAM error, loose ROM chip, or a dodgy cloud formation outside. But all these factors add to the fun, I find. I thoroughly enjoy spending hours making something work, and as soon as it turns on and works properly, I'll turn it off and put it away. I've lost interest in it. I don't particularly want to play Spy Hunter, or Wonder Boy, or Pac-Man, or anything else. I'm far more interested in seeing the machines play them. If they don't play them, then I suddenly become interested. But that's my own personal dodgy fetish. Anyway, that'll do, boys and girls. Like I say, I'll do a little video now of the controller, and I'll pop that at the beginning of the video, so you can see that if at all you're interested. Well, that'll do for now. Oh, by the way, I've a Dreamcast. I didn't do some work on a Dreamcast, so I'll video that later, probably. But that'll do for today. Well, for now. I've not been in from work long. So thank you very much. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you in the next video.